Hi, I'm Dustin.
He is.
And today, on the barrel, a mystery. Mystery for Kaylin. She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't even know where she is or what her name is. Welcome to Mystery Monday. If you're watching this, it means it's Monday. Well, wait, no, it could be any, I guess. And on that day, we like to do a little thing where we choose a whiskey for one of the other people, and then they have to guess what it is, possibly. Most of the time, Kaylin gets it so close. And so, without further ado, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and then you'll be able to see every Mystery Monday for as long as there are Mondays. Hop over to Patreon, sign up, join the party, and help support the channel. Keep the whiskey flowing, keep the lights glowing.
I like to think that because I didn't speak during all of that, he went faster.
I don't know, somebody time it. Remember this card? It's this. You probably know what it is. Just throw it back here. Okay. Gotta get used to that. Let's see, a chiropractor. Take off your blindfold.
Well, I don't need your permission. I heard you put it away. I was crying under there.
Why, what happened?
I was in a blindfold.
So, welcome. This is yours. I made it for you.
Look how dirty this glass is.
Well, that was not my fault.
Pretty light amber color. Very pretty, but light.
Nice.
Pretty good viscosity. Oh God, I almost lost some of it there.
Apt.
Whoa, apples. Burny apples. So burny. So burny. But also so appley, which sometimes the burniness like takes over so much that it's hard for me to get other scents. But this is like, this reminds me almost a little bit, and I don't mean this in a bad way, even though it's gonna sound like it because it's a perfume. But do you remember back in the day, I wanna say it was Bath and Body Works, and they probably still sell them, but I don't buy them anymore. But when I was like, when you were a teenager and you could buy like the like spritzy, like,
oh yeah,
they weren't perfumes, but they were something like it, like,
yeah. Was like the male version of that bod?
I don't remember that there was a male version.
Well, you probably would have never seen bod, but when I was in like middle school, it was this like cheap cologne. Basically, there was this brand called bod.
I don't mean like that. I mean like from Bath and Body Works specifically, like a body spray mist of some sort. But those usually tend to be pretty like potent in terms of like fruities or florals or whatever, and this reminds me of like an apple version of something like that. Yeah. Like so punchy, fruity.
Gosh, now that you say that, this does just smell
a little perfumey.
Like when you would walk by me in high school.
Okay, I don't remember ever having apple as my scent, but
yeah, you're right. Like a not necessarily perfumey, not that strong.
There's actually a peach note just then.
Oh.
Like kind of peach rings, like not maybe like a real peach, but more like either canned or tin peaches, or like something that tastes like super syrupy peachy. Okay.
Look at you go.
All right, I'm going in. Those are kind of the two notes I get, is apples and peaches, like very fruity forward, a little bit sugary sweet.
I'd have to agree with your ass.
Well, of course you do, because you don't want to give anything away. Wow. The taste is really nice and very similar to the nose, like apples and peaches, like a baked cobbler or something like that, but not baked with spices. Like I'm not getting a ton of baking spices necessarily, at least not on that sip.
That is juicy.
Yeah, really good.
Succulent, wet fruits.
Oh, what is it? The last time I got something this apple nosy was like
blends.
No, it was the short barrel pick.
The rye from Whiskey Wisdom?
That
This
was
is-
so apple forward. This is a different one because that was so dark.
I was gonna say, I don't remember that being as fruity though as this. This is like,
That was
Juicy fruit.
That was apples all day. How do you not remember that? It was more like stewed baked apples, like a little more. It was very fall, autumn.
yeah, I remember it
apples.
being very fall and
This is-
appley bit.
This is way more summery, like
Yeah, maybe
like
that's
mid to end summer, like hot day, peaches and apples. Really freaking nice.
A little bit of a hint for you, if you'll accept it.
I mean, I guess so, because I really am struggling with what this would be.
I have had this in the summertime as a nice summer day whiskey. And I brought it with me on a vessel on the water.
That's not as hinty as you think it is.
It's been probably over a year since I've had this, same bottle, and this is way better in my opinion.
Okay, I have no freaking clue. Like, that
Alright.
doesn't help me a
Well,
lot.
okay, so let's start with category.
Yeah, no, don't even know.
Really?
I mean, I feel like I can say fairly confidently, like, I don't think it's a single malt anything, but if I'm wrong, then that sucks. But I don't get any maltiness whatsoever.
You can be wrong. You love being wrong. You said that once.
I love being wrong. To me, there's only one answer, and it has to be a bourbon. Is it? No, I don't know. Because it's not like brown sugary, stone fruit, red fruit, whatever. Like, it's not that either. But for me, a rye is usually so much more like leather and tobacco and like not super fruit forward. So I'm leaning bourbon. But it's...
I'm leaning you.
No.
If you had to lock in though, just lock one in for the people, all right? You don't have to say a distillery if you don't want to, but
It does taste like it has to be finished in something. It is so fruit forward. Like, it doesn't feel possible that it would just be from bourbon barrels. Because I think that's maybe why I'm struggling so much, is that maybe it is finished in something, and that's why I'm having such a hard time, like, categorizing it.
you don't have to cry again. We don't get anything for this. There's no prize.
The prize is being right.
Okay, sure. That holds more value for some of us than others.
Some kind of white wine finished barrel. Something. Bourbon finished in white wine barrels.
Okay.
It's just got like that sort of like, it has a white wine finish to it. I don't know.
Play the drums.
I didn't even think of that till just now. What is it? Rye whiskey finished in Martinique rum, Madeira, and apricot brandy barrels. Okay, well, it's a rye, so I was wrong about that. And it's not finished in wine barrels. It's finished in rum and Madeira and
Now-
apricot barrels. I literally was thinking apricot, but I was like, nothing's finished in apricot.
I don't even know what an apricot barrel is. What do you?
That's
you
what I was
had
gonna. I
apricots in it?
literally was gonna say apricot. Some kind
Oh,
of
it's apricot brandy.
Okay, that makes
That
more
makes
sense.
yeah. Okay, so it's brandy made from apricots.
God, brandy should have been one of the guesses that I guessed.
Madeira though is a kind of white wine, I think, isn't it? I'd chalk one up for Kaylin if that's the case. This is
Fortified wine.
fortified wine. What does that mean? You know, the more that I get into drinking whiskey and various quality spirits, the more that I find I don't know anything. I don't know what words are. I don't know what woods are. I don't know what fruits are. But that's why we do it, you know? To learn. To learn and then not remember the next time we drink it.
It's like showing me pictures of white grapes. I do see like some of the pictures of the wine bottles when I googled
Yeah.
Madeira is darker, so.
Well, maybe they put some
I don't
dye
know.
in there. So this is Barrel Craft Spirits Seagrass Rye Whiskey, finished in Martinique rum, Madeira apricot brandy. Cask strength at 118.22 proof. This is distilled in Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee and Canada.
Jeez.
A blend of many different things.
Like a melting pot.
Yes. This is sourced and finished in casks from 3 distinct areas of the world. Highlights the grassy ocean side, notes we love in rye, and the opulence. The frick is that?
I didn't get any grassy oceanside notes.
Did you get any opulence?
Here's a couple comments. One, I don't remember you bringing this here, let alone on the boat, any times at all. Ever.
Sweet.
And then two, like, so pleasant and like fruity and so summery delicious. So if you did bring it on the boat, great choice. But it shows how much I pay attention to whatever the hell you're doing when I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
It's really delightful. It's like, full disclosure, I was not having like the brightest day. I don't know. You know, sometimes you just feel blah. That was really bright and like nice. And a very good selection.
And do you like these colors?
And I do like those colors. You know I like blues and greens.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that brightened your day.
Is this a budget bottle?
No, but it's not crazy. When it won, of course, all of the awards of that year, I think that like prices got jacked. But it didn't last very long. Like I remember finding this, I think, for $75.
This to me is worth that, at least.
Okay.
I really like it because I think this is going to be something that, like, let's say you just had a collection of like, I don't know, 10 bottles or something. This will absolutely stand out on its own as something really unique and different.
This is a wild ride of a whiskey. It's just, there's a lot going on there for you to be like, oh, this is for sure a rye.
Yeah.
Like it throws you for a loop for sure.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
I also just got a crick in my neck.
What?
Just feels like my neck is locked.
Like Jiminy Cricket is in there?
No, it's like locked in this position. Anyway.
Personal jinx. Touch of blue to make it true.
Thank you for tuning in and watching me not quite guess this delicious mystery. I do wonder if people sometimes skip over our intros and try to guess as well.
Yeah, put in the comments what your guess is.
I mean, don't do that. Just enjoy it amongst yourselves if you want.
But do comment down below. We're only going to respond to comments using the AI-generated responses
Oh my God, I
that
forgot
YouTube has.
This was technically my idea, so if it's awful, it's definitely my fault. But I laughed so hard one of the nights. It gave me like 3 prompts. It was something ridiculous. It was something that would have been hilarious to have responded with. Maybe the person would have gotten it or not. But I feel like if we put it out there that we're going to do that for this, then maybe people will get the joke. Probably some people won't make it this far in the video and then they won't get the joke. And that's on them.
That's what happens when you stick around, you know? Is that a song? Stick Around? Isn't that a country song? I think I'm thinking of Beach Boys. I will come around. I've been around. I've been around.
I don't know. That's the 3rd time you've sang though, so I think this is over now.
Tune in next time when I don't say anything the whole time.
Do you think they can hear Isla licking?
Let's listen in. Let's see.